Hi, everyone. Thanks for taking a little time out of your day to learn about some exciting new lens technology at Eye-Kraft Optical. I'm Jason Sharp, President and CEO of Eye-Kraft. One of the challenges of helping to run an independent mid-size optical lab is that it can be difficult to differentiate our products and services, especially in the premium marketplace. With white label lenses and coatings, it's easy to fall into the race to the bottom mentality and tempting to try and operate in only the value and low-end price product space. This can be a good niche, but it builds a marketplace reputation of only being able to serve the value price point market, even though these products are typically nearly or just as good as their branded counterparts. I'm constantly on the lookout for opportunities to set iCraft apart from our peers, to offer unique products for customers to differentiate themselves in their shops and practices, and most importantly, to help make their businesses healthy and successful. We're going to talk about an opportunity like this today with the Artisan iOn lens system.
Customization is key in today's consumer experience. People can get custom fit running shoes, dental alignment tools through the mail, and custom fit clothing online. There's no reason a critical life tool like eyeglasses shouldn't be just as customized and personal to each user. Position of wear measurements have been the default personalization and customization method for lenses for the last 15 years or so, but this doesn't really personalize a lens.
In this presentation, we're going to talk about the Artisan iOn lens, the newest member of the Eye-Kraft portfolio and one of the most advanced lens systems on the planet today. iOn uses a virtual reality environment to create a unique retail experience while providing patients with a personalized, custom visual solution. As of the creation of this presentation, this lens system is not available anywhere else in the United States, and it offers differentiation and premium customization on a level not seen before. Let's start at the beginning with the iOn measurement system.
The first step in the ION process is using the VR-enabled mapping headset. This user-friendly, comfortable VR experience observes and maps patients' gaze patterns. The immersive, multisensory environment guides patients through the process, and calm music in a relaxed setting make the process easy and fun. The environment is controlled and calibrated and creates minimal variability. The magic here is that when the assessment is complete, the system can actually demonstrate to a new presbyope what to expect with their progressive lenses, and then teach them how to wear them. The ION system is an ecosystem with two primary parts. Within the virtual reality environment, this ecosystem consists of the ION lens and the ION coach. Let's first break down the ION lens, how it's made, and the methodology behind the design.
First, let's talk a little bit about the fundamental technology behind iOn. When walking, running, sitting, or working, each person has a unique way of moving their head and eyes to see the world in every life situation. This behavior is called gaze dynamics. Development of a person's gaze dynamics starts in childhood and evolves throughout a lifetime with the development of the ocular motor system and in response to a person's environment and millions of life experiences.
What does gaze dynamics have to do with customizing visual solutions for patients? Recent studies show that how a person interacts visually with their environment is uniquely identifying. The study concludes that gaze dynamics is unique for each person. It's so uniquely identifying, in fact, that researchers can pinpoint an individual in less than 1 minute based only on their gaze patterns with over 94% reliability. Patients typically develop their personal gaze patterns based on unrestricted sight in childhood, either with no corrective lenses or single vision corrections. When presbyopia sets in, we introduce some roadblocks into those gaze patterns, and our gaze dynamics are limited.
Let's look at this graphic as an example. This is a patient with uncorrected natural vision. Their environment is unrestricted and nothing is preventing them from looking at their surroundings naturally, moving their eyes and head in patterns that are natural and comfortable. Progressive lenses do have clear areas in each zone. However, the lateral distortion we introduce when we create a progressive channel creates a restricted visual environment. Now the wearer needs to adapt their natural behavior and gaze dynamics to the obstruction. We tell them that it'll be different, that we're changing the way they look at the world, and that they just need to adapt. This forced adaptation is a problem. Let's solve it. The pathway to creating the ion lens starts with learning. The ion system starts this process by learning about the visual needs of the patient. It does this learning in a controlled and noise-free clinical test that gathers high-quality aggregated data that evolves objectively with the user.
So what is this measurement and learning experience we've been talking about like? This is a very calm, low-stress process. Easy instructions and calm sounds make the measurement process simple and relaxing. The patient is given a quick calibration test and then simply needs to watch a small bird or robot drone move around the screen. The sophisticated motion tracking sensors of the VR headset collect the data needed to create their unique personalized gaze map. The whole process takes about 3 minutes and is a fun, engaging experience that captures the attention of everyone in the office.
The next step in the iOn process is interpreting the data we've collected in the learning phase. The iOn system now takes the data we've collected and creates a heat map of gaze patterns for the patient. The iOn map is a quantitative visual representation of the unique and personal way each of us see the world and shows us the areas of the lens through which patients naturally gaze. Just like heat maps, the iOn map identifies zones of greater or lesser frequency of use using colors. After completing the test with the Artisan iOn headset, the system creates 3 maps representing each vision zone: distance, intermediate, and near. With these results, we now have a 3D representation of the gaze dynamics for each patient. Interpretation of the map is based on the size and distribution of color. For a user who moves their head more than their eyes, the map will be narrower and more concentrated than for a user who moves their eyes more, who will have a wider map. Each gaze map summary is available online and can be presented and printed for each patient. So now we've gathered data about the patient's gaze dynamics, and we've interpreted that data through the creation and study of their unique iOn gaze map. The next step is creation. How do we get from analysis to surface lens design? The learning and interpretation step is complete. We've captured patients' gaze patterns and created a custom map. This map data and analysis is now combined with the patient's prescription, positions of wear, frame information, and the database of clinically tested user information. These data points are all tied through the Artisan iOn algorithm to create the customized lens surface tailored for the patient. Not only does the user benefit from the gaze mapped customization, but they also enjoy all the technologies the Artisan series of lenses offer to optimize and compensate the final design. Here's a graphic representation of the process. First, the core calculation engine processes the analyzed gaze map data. Next, the patient's prescription is added to the system and the progression is shaped. Next, the technologies from the Artisan design portfolio are integrated. Binocular balance, clear view, Optimesh, digital profile, and ThinMax all optimize our baseline lens. Positions of wear data, whether prescribed or averaged, are applied here as well. Next, by overlaying the frame shape or box measurements, we can push additional distortion to the periphery outside of the effective diameter, further reducing blurriness and finishing with the most customized, personalized lens available today. The result of the process is the iOn lens with visual fields tailored to each user. This customization reduces non-adapts and converts 73% of fittings to a sale with a unique and engaging experience. This means that 7 in 10 patients who go through this process have the potential to buy your most expensive product. The Artisan iOn lens is engineered to be successful. The fitting and measurement experience is memorable and fun, but also clinical and guided. Patients feel like the process is designed to create something just for them. And I think the most important part is from the moment the patient puts the measurement headset on, they have a hand in creating their lens. The emotional investment of the measurement and mapping process gives them skin in the game, and they are motivated to be successful with their new lenses. The iOn system is an ecosystem, a combination of the iOn lens and an application we call the iOn Coach. This is an app used in the iOn headset and has the potential to be groundbreaking for easing patients into their first progressive lens. Let's set up a little background here. 46% of presbyopic patients still do not use progressive lenses. In Europe, almost 58 million presbyopes either use something other than a progressive or nothing at all. This is a huge market, and it's even bigger in the United States. But why? Why is this? Well, price and aesthetics are a concern, of course, but they're actually a small piece of the problem. A third of these patients don't even know what a progressive lens is, and 23% of them have secondhand bad feedback from friends and relatives telling them that progressive lenses are hard to get used to. Why did they get this feedback? Well, a third of people who were already wearing progressives had problems at the very beginning, and 90% of them felt like the experience would have been better if they had had a way to try the lenses first. All of them would have liked to have had some way to experience or know what wearing a progressive was like before they got their glasses. In psychology, we know that experience plus confidence plus emotion is how human beings learn things. How can we combine these elements for new presbyopes and teach them what it's like to wear a progressive before the trauma of putting their new glasses on? Enter the simulation phase for the iOn system. We've just used a virtual reality experience to capture the data we need to create a hyper-customized premium lens for a patient. It just makes sense that we're going to leverage this virtual experience to also demonstrate to this patient what wearing their new lenses will be like. So what is this simulation like? Much like the iOn gaze map test, the coach is an easy, calming environment with guided prompts that describe presbyopia and walk the patient through different solutions. They can experience readers, bifocals, and progressives and understand the limitations and benefits of each. The progressive tutorial allows them to practice head motions and understand peripheral distortion, giving them the chance to start the adaptation process well before dispensing the product. Coach is an experience that connects patients to their lenses. For the first time, the emotional component of shopping for glasses is tied to the lenses and not just the frame. With Coach, patients can also try on their progressives, experience wearing them, and practice operating in an environment before the lab even starts making the glasses for them. New progressive patients have even more skin in the game now. They've built their personalized gaze map and helped design their lenses, and they've already practiced using them before ever putting them on. They're invested, and non-adapt rates will greatly be minimized. iOn and iOn Coach is an optical ecosystem designed to stimulate PAL sales in a huge potential market. The unique experience and excellent product reduces costs and minimizes non-adapt rates. Patients will gravitate toward this system and will better understand the need and value of using a premium lens product. iOn opens up opportunity for practices to differentiate themselves with an excellent premium experience and product. Thank you for spending a little time with me today to talk about the universe of Artisan iOn. If you have any questions about iOn or the lab, check out the information in our bio, or you can call us at 320-251-0141, or you can email us at admininfo@iCraft.com. Have a wonderful day.